For a man who has just defeated 10 samurai in a row, Gosetsu is looking rather sheepish. I must apologize that you endured such trials and tribulations in search of me. There is no need for that. You had no way of knowing we would come looking for you. You were after a ship to take you to Doma, yes? It just so happens we have found a willing captain. Truly, what fortune. We will tell you all about it back at the company offices. Alpha Note and Tataru are waiting for us there. Yeah, we're not going to bother running back again. Greetings, honored madam. Will you be entering the Ruby Bazaar offices? Pray return to the waking sands. Gosetsu, thank the 12 you are unharmed. As you can see, Master Alpha Node, I am the very picture of health. You, vile fiend, malevolent trickster, how kind the kami are to grant me vengeance so soon, but first I demand you return the coin you so villainously embezzled from me. Oh, he stole from him, too. You have every right to be angry, good sir. Gladly I would have returned to you your coin, had I not been forced to repay certain gambling debts beforehand. Setting that matter aside for the moment, where is Lady Yugiri? Was she not traveling with you? For a time, aye, but we parted ways some while ago, the better to improve our chances of finding Lord Heian. Lord Heian? Forgive me, I've yet to explain. Lord Heian is the heir to Doma's throne and our master. His was a passionate voice for the cause of Doman liberation, and when we learned of the Emperor's death, it only grew louder. So you seized upon the opportunity and rose up to reclaim your freedom, only for your hopes to be dashed when Xenos led his army unto your lands. The Crown Prince was a merciless foe. Against him and the might of the 12th, we had no chance. I thought that was my name for a second. Once Lord Heian understood this, he bade Yugiri take to the sea with as many of our people as possible. He, however, would stand and fight that they might have more time to escape. I remained by his side as well, and together we carried on our doomed war. And then, one day, in a fierce battle, we were separated. I knew not what became of him, only that he was beyond the Empire's reach, and that to find him, I would need Yugiri's aid. The situation grows more perilous by the day for the new Viceroy. Yotsuyu is a black-hearted villainess who delights in the torment of our people. There's naught she would not do to further her pursuit of Lord Heian. Thank you, I believe that makes matters a good deal clearer. It should please you to learn that we have come to the aid of the Doman Liberation Front in resuming their efforts to overthrow their imperial oppressors. Then allow me to join you. My inquiries here bore no fruit, hence my desire to return to Othard. Once there, I can lead you to our headquarters in Yanji, where we shall all be reunited with Yugiri. Lord, I cannot pronounce things. Mayhap not all. Alpha Node's talents would seem better applied here in Kugane, working closely with Tataru and Hancock to feed us intelligence. There is Garlean Embassy just down the road, after all. While I appreciate the vote of confidence, I should be glad to accompany you all. As a soldier in the field, so to speak? Come now, brother. A competent commander assigns his soldiers the task best suited to them, as you of all people should know, and you are so very good at espionage and intrigue. For we must all serve, each in our own way. Very well, it would seem my place is here. Soroban is waiting at the pier. Have fun, you lot. What are they going to do with the Namazu? Yeah, which pier, though? This pier? Near the hostelry. Is there anything else in here? We can come back and do those another time. Okay. Onwards we shall go. at least like to make it to Doma tonight. I don't know how much longer that's going to take, but to go that far, hopefully it won't be much further than this. I have been waiting for you, my friends. All preparations have been completed and my ship awaits its passengers. Shall we depart without further delay? Yeah, might as well. You insist with me, everyone. The Ruby Sea awaits. I mean, I can do it. Is it? I know it's an option for ocean fishing, but I haven't been able to take it yet because I hadn't gotten that far. Yeah. We'll go a little bit further. I've got time. It'd be nice to open another dungeon, but I don't know how long that'll take either.
I remember the water, how it turned crimson in the morning sun. A shimmering sea of rubies, stretching from horizon to horizon. You could almost believe it went on forever. But beyond that red expanse lay a land in turmoil. On the shores of Othard, our Doman brothers struggled in vain.
Now. Okay, we're at the Ruby Sea. The Ruby Price. Oh, okay, it's a big area. Okay. I thought at first it was just going to be like, oh, you just take a trip and maybe there's a stop along the way. So it's more kind of like how the Sea of Clouds was. It's like a whole area. I get it now. Well, at least go till we hit an Aetheryte or a dungeons. How wide and beautiful she is, the Ruby Sea, filled with promise and adventure and treasures, many wonderful treasures. Achievement unlocked, destination unknown. I don't see it anywhere here. I didn't attune to anything, but it just said there was an Ethernet destination. Am I missing something? I don't see one to attune to. Maybe I just overlooked it. Gastron. Nope. Okay. We'll continue. One does not simply cross the Ruby Sea, as Soravan well knows. Now, in order to reach the shores of Othard, you will need to cross the resplendent waters you see before you. However, this is easier said than done. To set forth without making the necessary preparations is to invite the Confederacy to claim your vessel and your life should you resist. But this fate can be avoided by paying the Ruby Tide, thereby earning you the blessing of the Pirate Lords. So, let us go and greet them. Our destination is the Isle to the west. That doesn't look very far to me. Why don't we jump in and swim for it? I've had my fill of boats. An excellent idea. I think you shall find the water to your liking. I will use my ship to deliver those less inclined to the Isle. Don't suggest I gotta go swimming. I mean, it's not that far, so. Can I just jump off here? I mean, if we're gonna be swimming, then... Well, I was like, I need a swimsuit on. We're swimming. They won't let me talk to her unless I've got a Disciple of War. Right, this should be easy and a good way to loosen up before the next fight, whenever it comes. 20 Gil says I beat you there. I didn't realize you could swim faster if you sprint. I mean, the most I've really swam is just like Costa del Sol. Ah, there you are. I trust you enjoyed yourselves. Follow me, my friends. The one with whom we must speak is a man named Tansui. We're gonna have to fight stuff, then we're just gonna use one. Alright. No need for a mender. I have plenty of dark matter anyways. Tansui, I fear you have the advantage of me. Most honorable and esteemed Zililazati, I am Tansui, a humble maid who serves at the pleasure of the Confederacy's captain. As you are in the company of the Shellback, I presume we have business to discuss? Boys with boats. Tansui's face betrays nothing as he looks you up and down. You wish to pay the ruby tithe, yes? With your gil, perhaps? Just as well, foreign currencies are in demand these days. I would pay for their passage to Othard. Does this sum meet with your satisfaction? The sea has been quite tempestuous of late. I cannot say with confidence that you would reach your destination safely unless you tripled it. You take me for a fool. I know the price, as do all. Alas, we live in interesting times. As you came from Kugane, I should think I need not tell you that. The shadow of war looms. The wise and the cautious shirk our waters and our custom, and the foolhardy sharpen their knives in anticipation. Meaning? Sir, you've got to come quickly. The bastards are at it again. I tried to convince them to stop, but they weren't having it. Very well, I will be there shortly. A proposition. Your comrades strike me as a worthwhile investment. I would not hear men name me a cat before Koban, so I shall consider their tithe paid, not for what they have done, but for what I expect they will do. No, yeah, do me a favor or whatever. I'm not sure what to make of that, man, but at least the matter of our tithe is settled for now. What was that he and the other pirate were talking about? Maybe we want to go and have a look? Where the hell did they go? Oh, like way over here. run there, right? I don't know anything about these lands. Southeast. It's like right over there. Should we just wait and do that later? I mean, we're nowhere near close to flying. We can always pick it up later. I don't know if we'll ever have reason to come back to this area. Who knows? Are you really gonna interrupt this? God, that guy was so close to having it done. Come on, get you some experience, little buddy. Kill you out of principle. I was so close to having it finished. Go and interrupt my cast bar right then. Like, here we go. Arg, there be pirates. Look how stealthy we move as one giant group. Oh, it's the red ones.
Gentlemen, I'm told you are most unreceptive to my associates' requests. I realize you do not look kindly on the Confederacy and her ways, but if you refuse to pay the ruby tithe, your safety in these waters cannot be assured.
Spare me your concern, pilot. Your feeble attempts at extortion will not work on us. You remain at large because we allow it. Because you are such insignificant little pests that we see no need to swat you. But if you wish to risk the ire of the Viceroy, by all means, fire upon an Imperial vessel. Give us a reason to bring the full might of the Garlean Empire to bear against your pathetic fleet.
Bastards!
You sink them, then nobody will ever find out.
Gentlemen, surely the fact that you have such limitless resources at your disposal gives you all the more reason to spare some few coins for the less fortunate.
All talk, just as I thought. Come, let us away. I have no time for this rubbish.
Red turtles.
We're all the same to them, aren't we? Savages to be ruled or slaughtered.
They've always balked at paying the ruby tithe, but they were never so eager to pick a fight. The problem, you see, is that many of my comrades in the Confederacy are of Doman descent, and the acting Viceroy, well, she's none too fond of Domans, to say the least. If we take any action to hinder the safe passage of an Imperial vessel, she'll accuse us of attempting to foment rebellion and brand us enemies of the Empire. which we can ill afford to be. Like the man said, we're all talk.
And where did the Kojin stand in all this?
With the winning side, of course. They're mercenaries to a fault, eager to offer their services without coercion. The Shellback could tell you more, though something tells me he would rather not.
I don't understand. If the Garleans are causing the Confederacy this much trouble, and if so many of you are Doman to begin with, why aren't you willing to fight back?
Spoken like a true friend of the Doman Liberation Front. If you're planning to rouse us with noble words and grand promises, don't bother. We all know what the Imperial Army can do. Compared to them, we're boys with boats. Besides, what ties a man may once have held to his home are forsaken upon joining the Confederacy. We look out for none but our own. Be that as it may, our livelihood is under threat. And the captain will need to decide soon whether we're to go down in a blaze of glory, or bow and scrape for crumbs from the Emperor's table. All while our friend the Viceroy continues her purge of Doma's radical elements. I believe she's holding court in one of the fishing villages even as we speak.
That she-devil! Her perfidy knows no bounds! She must be stopped! Come, let us find Soroban and put us here at once!
Tell the others that these ones have paid. We all have places to be.
All paid up. Now we can't find the turtle. What are we waiting for? Come, come, Soroban cannot have gone far. Though now that I think on it, it is passing strange that he left without warning. Mayhap he did not wish to be seen by his Kojin brethren? I doubt he thought to leave us behind, but nevertheless, it may be prudent to return to his ship, or at least to the Confederate encampment. Can I go up here? Okay. It'd be quicker to cut across, but I wasn't sure if I could make it up here. Alright. Almost. Almost. Really thought I could make that. Fish. Ugh. Took me forever to catch that bombard fish in Costa del Sol. Oh, my friends, 1,000 pardons. As you may have guessed, I was reluctant to be seen in your company by my red brothers. Ours is a complex relationship. I pray you do not misinterpret their action as a reflection of our allegiances as a whole. You understand? Kami be praised. Too often are Shellus quick to judge all Kojin for the deeds of one. Right then, now that our business with Tansui is concluded, we can traverse the Ruby Sea without fear. of space. Sorbonne is in high spirits to bend with the wind. I shall return to the ship and prepare for our departure. If you have any remaining business to conduct with the pirates here, I pray you do so now. Ah, that reminds me, would you be so kind as to inform the Confederates of our plans? The more they know of our movements, the less likely we are to be mistaken for another vessel by their comrades. Sure, why not? Some kind of unlock quest here. You sweet. What is this about? Ether current. Okay, we'll come back to that. Southeast. Oh, there it is, okay. Yeah, I knew it was close. Well, we still have a lot to go, so... Oh, you're one of the Aegean from the beach, leaving us already? No need to pay the tithe, like Tonsui said. On the other hand, if you were to peruse our wares and find anything to your liking, we should be glad to sell it to you for a fair price. Okay, so... They do have a merchant, we can at least see what they have. Probably nothing of use. High level 190 stuff, yeah, I mean I've already got high level 200 stuff for my crafters. Just have to continue onward. Alright. Back to the ship. You have spoken with the Confederates above, then. Excellent. If you are ready to depart, we may do so at any time. All aboard. Then let us be off. I shall deliver you to the fishing village of Isari. Wait, Tansui said that the Viceroy was holding court in one of the fishing villages, did he not? Should Isari chance to be the village in question, we could instantly find ourselves surrounded by Imperial soldiers. I think it's safer to come ashore some distance away. Very well, I know just the place. Okay. Form of an encampment. It's like all the way over here, huh? That's a beast drive, I suppose. Here we are. I'm reasonably certain none bore witness to our approach. And with this, I believe I fulfilled the terms of our agreement. Aye, that you have. You have my deepest thanks, Sorbonne. Truly, we are blessed to have befriended such a clever and industrious merchant. Oh, you are much too kind, good sir. I know not where your path may lead, but I wish you the very best and hope that we shall meet again. So we finally arrived in Othard. All we need to do now is liberate Doma. Yeah, you know, like, let's just get on with it. Ah, yes, that. Look, daunting though it is, we do have one thing in our favor, the element of surprise. Unlike in Girabanya, the Imperials don't know we're here. Admittedly, that may be our only advantage, considering how few of us there are. It's basically just me, Alphinaud, and Tataru whenever we decided to, like, end the Dragon Song War. Well, I expect the Doman Liberation Front will even up the odds a bit, but before all that, we need to see if this fishing village Tansui was talking about. It may well be. I smell ceruleum on the breeze.
Even accounting for the rebellion, such indiscriminate shows of force seem pointlessly excessive.
If only you knew how commonplace such scenes have become. Are we too late?
Over there, someone's coming.
Oh, it's that guy again. He came all the way on the other side of the world.
It is she, sworn enemy of Doma, of my master, the traitor who sold her homeland to the Garleans, Yotsuyu.
The Viceroy herself. And look behind her. Isn't that...
Filth and squalor everywhere. How very Doma. What I wouldn't do for a drink. Come now! You've no reason to look so afraid. You have lived through a quarter of a century of Garlean rule, remember?
'Tis better to bend with the wind than stand tall and be broken. Therein lies hope. Therein lies freedom. I come before you today seeking affirmation. A heartfelt declaration. You're free to answer me as you see fit, yet even the least among you should know the correct response. Should. A resident of your village, one of your neighbors, mayhap your friend, was detained by the Kojin this morning. They say he was attempting to flee to Kugane. But we both know that simply isn't true, don't we? Have you anything to say? Bit slow, this one. Is there anyone more sensible among you? Have any of you anything to say? To swear?
My lady, I swear to serve the Empire, to do whatever is asked of me, and never disobey.
Well said, that man. Of course, it wouldn't do to simply take you at your word. Kill him. Surely you can do that much. He must be guilty of something or other, or he wouldn't have attempted to flee the Empire.
I have a family. Kami, forgive me. Kami, forgive me.
Very, very good. I've always had a soft spot for men like you. Next, I want you to shoot those two over there. Too old to work, you understand. A burden on the Empire.
Oh,
We
she's
can't have
delightful.
that.
But they're my parents. You can't expect me to...
Now you hesitate. No, we can't, not now.
She's right. They would simply take the villagers hostage.
I mean, that's obvious.
We must consider the wider picture. If we act recklessly, we risk alerting the Garleans to our presence here, making it that much harder for us to work with the local rebels. To say nothing of the reprisals ordinary civilians would be made to suffer.
Open your eyes, girl. They are already suffering. Let me go. I am putting an end to this madness. I will approach the village alone and identify myself as a former leader of the rebellion and a known fugitive. They will wish to detain me until they are certain they have learned all I know. Use this time to make your plans.
You saw what those monsters did to the villagers. Who knows what they'll do to you, assuming they don't kill you where you stand?
We live and die at the pleasure of the Kami. My fate is in their hands and no others. If it be of any comfort, I am no stranger to chains.
You can't expect us to stand idly by as a comrade goes marching off to his death. And this is nothing like Kugane.
Nor is it like the Reach, Lise, or the Wall. Let him go. Hold out for as long as you can, but remember, noble sacrifices are to remain an absolute last resort. I wish I could say it won't come to that, but only the gods know how we're going to get you and the others out in one piece. A miracle, perchance.
Oh, well, we can do that. One miracle coming right up.
A great tower stands to the north and east. Look to its occupants for aid and succor. Together, you may yet find your miracle. Now, leave this place. I must go.
It's a distraction that'll help us get through anyways.
Another idiot like all the rest. I'm beginning to think it may be something fundamental. Something intrinsic. Something quintessentially Doman to ignore the simple truth. You can't do a damn thing if you're dead.
Enough, Yotsuyu!
Well now, this is a surprise.
Hear me, Yotsuyu! Cease this farce, here and now, and I shall surrender myself to you. Refuse, and all shall answer to my blade.
Yeah, you get him.
Bring him to the tavern.
Washed up on the shore. Alright, well, we lost one. I hated as much as you, maybe even more. Every fiber of my being was crying out to intervene, but what's done is done. Yosetsu's gamble has gifted us the time we need to find a solution. He bade us seek aid at the distant tower, yes? For want of a better idea, I say we do just that, while taking care to avoid the Imperials. Is it more smoke bombs? Wait, there's an exit here. What is it? Okay, that's how we get to the thing, but we gotta go up here first. Okay. I guess we're gonna eventually head to the Aetheryte. What is this? Experience bonus applied. Okay, we need to change that. We need a horse. I don't care which one. Oh, we're in Middle East. We're in Eastern nations, so. And no need for a bird yet. Alright. Just run along the beach. We're supposed to just swim or run along the beach. Oh, drying out fish. Nice. Azim step. Continue on for a little bit longer. This is a waste. Oh, here we go. Can we just swim? I don't see why not. Assuming we can make it onto the shore. It appears to be a beach up here, yeah. Yuki. We seem to have evaded their patrol so far. What is that tower anyway? I've never seen anything like it. According to my map, we are on Onokoro, and the tower is known as Heaven on High, a mysterious structure built long ago by persons unknown. Oh god, listen to me, I'm starting to sound like Apple now. Next thing you know, I'll be saying things like, as you are doubtless already aware. Over there, do you see it? Doesn't look like it's been dead long. Whoever did this, they're a good shot. I can't see a single stray arrow. Well, someone's hungry. Wait, that wasn't either of you two, was it? Oh, okay. So it's another deep dungeon? We had nothing to do with... Wait, what am I doing? They can't possibly understand us. Probably not, no. Yeah, I've done Palace a few times. Time to run like these. We save our strength for any that give chase. Yeah, I've like DC'd on 140 like 3 or 4 times. Like highest I made it was like 148, and then disconnected. Okay, did that. Where the hell are they at? Oh. Is this one gonna attack me too? Or can I avoid him? Just a lot of them around. They don't offer enough experience to bother fighting them all. Look, a B rank. Just imagine if they'd taken us by surprise, what a fine ending that would have been to our story. Anyway, I think it's safe to assume that the people at the tower know how to defend themselves. You'd have to, sharing an island with these things. Now all we need to do is convince them to help us. So, deep dungeon, huh? Might have to check that out. I'm just so done with Palace of the Dead right now, I need a break from it. I think I'm not doing any fates right now. Oh, there's a settlement here, and they've even got their own aetheryte. Wait a minute, I've seen that standard before. It was when we met with Tansui, which means this place belongs to... Oh. Yeah. Alizé seems bemused to find herself standing outside a Confederate settlement. Eastern bound. It would seem we have found a Confederate settlement, mayhap even their headquarters, judging by the size of the place. So Gosetsu bade us seek out the Confederacy for aid and succor, the self-same Confederacy that refuses to openly oppose the Empire. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained, I suppose. At the very least, they're unlikely to ask us for the tithe. Just go ahead and tune to this aetheryte right now. Yay, we got an aetheryte. One of two in this area. It would be a nightmare to navigate all of this without flying. What wind brings you hither, of all places? Were you not bound for Othard's shores? I see, I trust you have not forgotten our previous conversation on the subject. No, then what do you want? A second opinion? Very well. Come with me, I will take you to the captain, Rasho. Just like that, an audience with their leader. How very accommodating. We must needs choose our words carefully. You leave it to me, I've always been good with people, and this will also give me a chance to use the Eastern greeting they showed me in Revenant's Toll. Okay. Keep me from having to just do roulettes all the time. Greetings, you must be Rasho, leader of the Confederacy, and so on. I realize this is all a bit sudden, but the thing is, we have little favor to ask. Oh gods, I've probably broken half a dozen rules of Far Eastern etiquette already. Well, I'm sorry about that, but you have to understand that we're in a hurry, so I'm going to stop talking now. It's warm in here. I gotta go check on my air. Men who revere manners and tradition can be found the world over, but not here. Yeah, I like him. Your candor is appreciated. Speak your heart. Gosetsu, a former leader of the rebellion. Aye, I know of him. Why, he bade you petition us for aid and succor. However, I know not. At the risk of repeating myself, to join the Confederacy is to renounce all other ties. We are beholden to none, allied with none. Are they related? When Doma was invaded by the Empire 25 years ago, we did not rush to her defense. Knowing this, do you honestly expect us to help you drive the Imperial forces out of Visari? The Garleans have long maintained a presence in this region, and we would be fools to break the peace, fragile as it is. Besides, you are capable warriors, yes? With guile and preparation, you can surely resolve this matter yourselves. It is imperative that our presence here remains secret for as long as possible. For us to openly engage the Imperials at this time would endanger everything we have come here to achieve. You have told us why you cannot fight, not why we should fight in your stead. Oh yeah, that's true. If you would speak to me of lives saved, I would speak to you of slaughter. How many will die when all pretense is lost and the Garleans declare war on the Confederacy? Hate is a luxury we cannot afford. You are free to come and go as you please, but you will receive no further aid. Thank you for your hospitality, if you would excuse us. Show. Where did they go? Oh, right here. I almost jumped all the way down, and I'd had to run all the way back up. I know that didn't go well, but I'm not prepared to give up on them yet. Gazetsu told us to come here for a reason. He must have believed we could convince them to help us. We just have to work out how. My thoughts exactly. I'm glad to hear we're of the same mind. 'Tis little wonder they refuse. We have done naught to persuade them. The real work begins now. We need to learn more about the Confederacy, what their needs and weaknesses are. Once we know that, we will know how to earn their trust. Am I gonna have to go talk to a bunch of people now? Yeah. One of those. Might have to call it a night soon. Now that we found an aetherite, we can get back here pretty quickly. Both down, so. Okay, something in this area. Maybe down the dock. Yeah. Stacked crate. A number of crates and barrels have been stored here. On closer inspection, however, most are empty. Doesn't mean they wouldn't be useful in the future. I don't know where the little sparkles will be, so... Obviously missing something. Bankai. Oh, maybe it's on that dock. Yeah, there it is. Naoshiro. Taking an interest in the ship, eh? Good eye. She's not much to look at now, but once upon a time she was a beauty. Confederacy favors flotillas of smaller ships to capture and board errant vessels. The larger ones, like this Sekibune, only take part in major engagements. Not that we've had any of those recently, what with those Imperial bastards throwing their weight around. If it wasn't for them, well, no use moaning about what you can't change, eh? Okay. One more. The arms and armor have been piled up haphazardly. They display no signs of recent use or maintenance. They just don't have anything. Hey, even if they wanted to go to war, they have like no supplies, no equipment. Just one big old boat. Had a good look around, then we just need to wait for Lise. Sorry to keep you waiting, but I wanted to talk to as many people as I could. It's just as Tansui said, they have no intention of standing up to Yotsuyu. I don't know if you two got a different impression. I don't know. I agree it's obvious that they are struggling to survive and that they blame the Imperials for their recent troubles. Even if we do nothing, it is inevitable they will come into contact with the Empire sooner or later, and deep down they all know it. The only thing holding them back at the moment is a belief that they lack the strength to survive the coming war. So we need to prove to them that we're not all talk and that we can be valuable allies in the fight. And with a better way to demonstrate our worth than by seeking out people with mundane problems and offering them our expert assistance. Yeah, that seems to be the way of it. Wouldn't be the first time we've had to earn someone's trust by helping them out with this and that, and you know it won't be the last. I'll look around the western end of Honokoro, and you two take the east. Good luck. Striking. Well, before we do all the mundane tasks, we might just call it an evening here. You have learned the emote Eastern Bow. You there, hi, you. Have you seen a bumbling clod of an aura? A new recruit I ordered to patrol the northern edge of Onokoro. He is late in returning. Strange boy he was, quiet and brooding, reluctant to speak unless spoken to first. Better that than a fool who never holds his tongue, perhaps. Much as I would enjoy dragging him back by the ear, I cannot. Duty compels me to remain. You, on the other hand, have no such obligations. Kajika is nodding sagely in your direction. You strike me as a strong and capable individual. I have a job for you, Westerner, if you are courageous as well. On the beach far to the west lies the carcass of a Gyuki, feathered with arrows. I would have you go and retrieve those which may still be of use. While you are about it, I should be glad if you were to butcher its tail for meat. Very good meat in Gyuki tails, you know. But I did say you would need to be courageous, Sword, and I meant it. The beast was young, so do not be surprised if an angry mother mourns its child. Where's the other one? I gotta go back up. Alright, so... So we're currently just trying to find allies. So we gotta do stuff for people around town. Afumi has no patience for seasick pirates. Kami, take me. What kind of pirate cannot suffer the sway of the ocean? A new recruit from far-flung shores. Listen well, I have a task for you. Go first to Aokamo below and receive of him medicine for men of the earth. Then to Quickscape Pier and the hapless Doman bemoaning his wretched fate. Quickly. So where all was it sending me? Okay. So it's all like in this area. It's like a fate. Okay, I don't want to be involved in a fate right now. I'll go this way. I was just gonna jump down because it looked like it'd be quicker, but here's one of them. Come at the behest of Afumi for medicine. My very best is yours for the taking. How pitiful the lot of this Doman, unable to stomach the sea. A true Confederate could raid a dozen ships while in his cups. Mayhap this one should return whence he came. Okay. We should just go do this one that's furthest away. And then we'll circle back around to the north. Hang on a second. Sorry about that. My sister's out of town and I'm pet sitting, so just want to make sure I got everything taken care of. Alright. Back to it. The rotting carcass of Iguki emits a powerful stench that fills the air. Cover the usable arrows. Now we need the tail meat. And this cast bar is taking a while. Okay, well that's one thing done. Yuki. I'd really like to kill that thing, but I'm not high enough level yet, so. But not for level 70, I wouldn't think anyways. Might be able to take it with one of my tanks. But it would take like 10 minutes, so not really worth the effort. You cast about for the Confederate recruit, but see no one matching his description. It's never the first place you look, it's always the last place you look. Everyone knows that. Still no one matching his description. Why does this stay here? Wouldn't it disappear after I'm done with it? No. Alright. Where could he be? You cast about for the Confederate recruit and at last spy a young Ori man lurking behind the rocks to the west. it Ori? The Aura, is that... Who are you? You do not look like a woman of the Confederacy. Forgive me, 'twas but yesterday we bid farewell to one of our own, and I worried that she might have lost her way. We laid her to rest in a boat and pushed her out till the current claimed it, for the sea is our home, now and ever after. But those sent thither and burdened hearts may drift back to shore, it is said. Out of concern for her comrades, she strove to earn far more than her keep. She hunted rare and deadly game in treacherous waters and lost her life for it. My vigil is ended. Her vessel has not returned to Onokoro. She has made peace with this life and placed her faith in us to live on. Okay, well, we did that. We got one more. I mean, how are you gonna be like join a group of sailing pirates if you get seasick? Like, it's not just something you get used to, I don't think. Like, it probably does get better over time, but like, it's not like you're conquering a fear of anything. It's like an inner ear thing. It's like you either have the balance for it and you don't. Huh. Why does it shift and shudder still? Medicines, give them here. They may look down on me for resorting to such measures, but I would do aught to render the world stable and motionless once more. You are kind, as is Afumi. You may tell her that I will return to my duties as soon as I am able. Is that the same fate still going on? Okay, we have to climb all the way up there now. Probably should have just used the Aetheryte. It's only 100 gil, right? Like a Skull Mountain Crick. So, what of my recruit? Did you find him napping on the beach or some such? What? All this time he was standing watch for the funerary vessel? Huh. So rarely does he give voice to his thoughts. I had no idea our comrade's death had affected him so. Too quick was I to judge him. It is good that you went in my stead, else I might have misspoken and made a fool of myself. Please accept this as a token of my gratitude. You have been away for some time, perhaps in search of a young Yuki corpse? I see I did not misjudge you. Thank you for your help. Would that I could have attended to my own kill, but such is life. I pity the meat is not as delicious as it is nutritious. Under normal circumstances, we would not bother hunting Yuki as game, but as you may have heard, these are not normal circumstances. Arrows too must be reused when possible. A prudent measure become necessary, alas. With every passing day, our future grows more uncertain. But this day we shall have full bellies, and in that must we take solace. Okay. And wayward travelers need not risk the ire of vengeful Gyuki by wandering near my neglected kill. A strange sigh passes your lips. Have I said something odd? No matter. Thank you again for your aid. I don't like that one as much as the old Duty Complete music. We were doing PvP. Let's change. We'll just be the Insatiable for now. All right. I swear there's just so much going on today. The Doman was raised in the mountains of his homeland. The first time he saw the sea was after he fled his homeland and came to us. He tosses and turns in his sleep, and when he takes to the water, it is not long before he can no longer stand. But he will grow accustomed to this life. He is hardly the first, after all. The captain, too, was once of Doma, though he cast all aside 25 years ago when the Imperials took his lands and the lives of his parents and brothers. Perhaps you, too, will renounce your ties and join us someday. I mistook you for a recruit before, but I know your tale now. Tansui unfold it all. Think on my offer, Westerner. You may find small joys in the land, but the sea holds salvation. Okay, so we talked to some people. Let's see if running a bunch of errands helps them join a war. Hey, you know what? That guy grabbed some arrows for me. Maybe I will join this rebellion. Now that I have all these arrows. Irase. Alisei stones. Irase is impressed by your industrious nature. High level 270. We're getting closer to eye level 270 gear. You've been busy, haven't you? And now you're here to ask if I need help with anything. Now that you mention it. Lately we've had trouble with ravenous sharks that have been leaping out of the water and making off with our fish. Damnedest thing, I know, but you wouldn't doubt if you saw it. We've got to cull the thieving bastards regularly. So happens I sent 3 of my mates out there before you came along. Still, the more the merrier. If you can kill 2 or so, that ought to be enough. Take a few of those rotting fish as bait. I'll not be needing them. Oh, and maybe see if you can't find the other group. They've been away longer than I like. Okay, where are they at? Oh, it's like... Oh, we gotta grab the fish first. Sun-ripened chum. Delicious. Oh, we got the wolves through Moogle Tombstone event. We'll probably get the rest of them during the next event. It's scheduled like next week, I think. Yeah, we'll still do the extremes after we're done with it. Hostile presence. Oh. Okay, that's one. Where's the other? Where's the other? There it is. Destination. Search for the industrious pirates. Okay, so we gotta go a bit further. How about thee? What? Snakes! Sea serpent. Chain bonus. No, a Kojin. Shark shell of the red. Hello, industrious pirate. Oh, Kami be praised. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't come along. My partners and I got separated when we fled. You haven't seen them, have you? Damn, before the Kojin started chasing us, their leader asked if we were Doman. They're Yotsuyu's catchers. I know it. First is sorry, and now this. I've got to tell Rasho and the others. I figured we'd have to go search for the other pirates. I suppose not. Oops, sorry, we lost our chain bonus. No point in fighting you. This is our bonus. Daytona. Clear my throat. Independent merchant. I wonder if they have any good stuff. I probably have to wait till we get a bit further. Oh no, we gotta go talk to Rasho. Thought I would just have to come back to him, but apparently not. I need an elevator. Ah, there you are. I heard you went shark hunting. We too did our fair share of beast culling, though I think Lise made a stronger impression when she bested a drunken pirate in a sparring match. Fastest knockout to date, I am told. I should like to think we have proven ourselves to be rather... why do I get the feeling you have something important to tell me? Kojin mercenaries rounding up Doman Confederates. Surely Yotsuyo has crossed the line now. We must go ahead and speak with Rasho immediately. Even he cannot deny this changes everything. At least I should like to think that he cannot. Yeah, let's go talk to Rasho Man. Not to be confused with Rasho Man. Rasho.
Our most compassionate acquaintances return. For your deeds, we owe you many thanks. But something tells me our thanks are not sufficient. The strange thing is, I was certain you understood our position. And yet here you are with that same look in your eyes, and those same words upon your lips, I'll wager.
I speak only the truth. The Confederacy will not be spared Yotsuyu's wrath. You have always known this, that one day you would have no choice but to stand up to the Empire. I say to you that day is today, and come once more to ask that you join us in the fight.
How convenient that recent events should lend such credence to your claims. Tell me, do death and destruction always follow in your wake?
Yeah, they kind of do.
They had no part in it, Tansui. You know this. We all know this. They came and took our Doman brothers. They will torture them for her sport. Murder them for her satisfaction. So we attack and get butchered for our trouble, or do naught and let them have their pound of flesh. If this be our choice, I say we suffer the ignominy. We endure. We survive. There is no better path. Until the day our enemy is grown weaker and we stronger, there can be no retribution. We will wait for a sign. Such is the judgment of the Confederacy.
Weak.
So that's it then. You're just going to abandon them to her. They'd die for you, you know, for the Confederacy. They would die for you, but you wouldn't even think to risk your lives for theirs.
I have one last idea, if you will allow. I'm afraid it's not very good as ideas go. It's exceedingly reckless, in fact, and you may well come to despise me for ever having suggested it. Assuming we survive, that is. The question being, do you trust me?
You talking to me? No. Ask me again later. Okay, I guess.
We can't stand by and let innocent people suffer, here or anywhere else. I'll do whatever it takes.
Then let us roll the dice. If it's a sign you want, we shall give you one. One rousing enough to make you drive every Garlean out of Isari without a second thought. You are wary of invoking the ire of the Imperial forces stationed in Doma, correct? Know then that once we have rescued our comrade and freed Isari, we mean to liberate the nation as a whole. You will doubtless require assurances that we are capable of achieving this, and that is only fair. Accordingly, we shall demonstrate our seriousness by depriving the Garleans of a key ally, the Kojin.
What, the three of you, just like that?
3? I can do it myself.
Actually, my esteemed colleague here will attend to it on her own. But the how of it is not your concern, only the outcome. If we succeed, you help us liberate Isari. If we fail, you lose nothing. A simple enough wager, if you have the stones for it.
The little miss does make it hard to refuse, does she not?
Words are air. We will weigh you by your deeds.
I guess we're gonna have to go kill a primal. Have to infiltrate the Kojin, find out they're summoning a primal, and kill it. Level up. We hit 63, so we have Red Mage, Samurai at 63, Monk at 64, and we're at 62. Though Rasho is a man of few words, he has some left to say. So alone you will deal with the Kojin. If you are set upon this course, I shall give you a word of advice. 2 factions have the Kojin. The mercenaries who serve the Empire belong to the Red. Those who belong to the Blue are the traitors. They have made no pact with the Imperials and so may be willing to aid your cause. Seek the Blue on the Isle of Beko. There you will find a cave. The rest is up to you. Thank you, Captain. We shall endeavor not to keep you waiting over long for your sign. Right then, let us head for... Wait, where is Lise? We cannot leave without her. Is she in trouble again? Why is she always getting into trouble? There's a lot of side quests that popped up. What's this one? Pulling double booty. I'll go check and see what that is. It's probably an ether current. Yeah, an ether current. What else? Earrings of Fending. Yeah, we'll do that later. Well, we have to open up more of the map first, I would think. Where are you, Lise? All the way at the end, of course. What is it? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to wander off. I just wanted to have a think. You're worried we won't be able to live up to our promises. No, it's not that at all. If anything, I'm frustrated that I didn't think of it first. Ida and my father had a way with words. They knew how to inspire people, how to bring them together. I always hoped I might have something of that in me too, but I'm starting to think I don't. What am I even doing here? That's a good question. Lise, you... God, listen to me. I don't know where that came from. Forget I said anything. We have places to go, Imperials to fight, and friends to save, and we're not going to get any of it done by standing around here moaning, right? Right? Before we first traveled to Girabanya, I was in Limsa Lamenza visiting a friend, a young child who had been through a great deal. That's neither here nor there, I suppose. Anyway, on the way back, I passed a patisserie which sold some of the most exquisite-looking tarts I had ever seen. I've always preferred cookies, to be honest, but nevertheless I decided to stop and try one. I'll treat you to one when all of this is over, and I won't take no for an answer. What about Ishtola? We'd never hear the end of it. Alright, Ishtola too, once she's better. Deal? Good. Then let's hurry, shall we? We have a million things to do before then. A spot of tea. Okay, where do we have to go? Price of betrayal. Under the sea. Doesn't say where we need to go. I don't see it. Let's click on it, I guess. No, okay, I didn't see that at all. Did we just swim there? I guess we'll ride closer. Everything looks good. Bit rate's fine and everything. Nocoro. I was meant to go to the store today, but I didn't get a chance, so... I don't know if there's any easier way to get here. It just looks like to be the straight shot. We'll just swim there. The Cave of Wonders. Crabs. Becco. It's probably pirates. I think this is the Isle of Becco, though to be honest it looks the same to me as however many other islands around here. Rasho said there was a cave that would lead us to their village. We should search further inland. There appears to be an etherite that way. Can I get there from here? It looks like it's underneath. So yeah, I guess we just follow the path and it'll lead us there. Alright, instead of trying to veer off course or whatever. Yeah, we'll just follow the path. Rare people. Well, we'll pick that up because it's right there. Okay, this looks like the cave. People. Alright, yeah, just run on down. The blue. Is that a shortcut back up? Okay. We're not going to jump in that yet.
Is that light I see up ahead?
Is that the Aetherite?
We appear to be standing inside a giant bubble. By the 12. I think we're on the seabed.
Well, well, I thought I heard familiar voices.
Soroban, what are you doing here?
What a curious question. I live here.
Then this is the home of the Blue Kojin.
Just so. I bid you welcome to Tamamizu.
Tamamizu. Undersea City. Need to take you to see the chief. How fortunate that we should find a familiar face in this place. We should tell Soroban about our situation. If anyone here can help us, it's him. He has been quite helpful so far. Alright. Soroban. Soroban is curious to learn why you are here. So tell me, my friends, which strange tides bear you to our home? That is indeed a most dire predicament, but perhaps an opportunity for us to craft yet another profitable arrangement. Very well, I shall introduce you to our leader, Bunchin. It will be up to you, however, to present your case. Okay. Can you go attune to it first? Yeah, let's go attune to it first. Yay, another Aetherite. The only two in this area. Look at all these side quests. And there's a dungeon down here. Alright. Let's go talk to Bunchin. Blue Merchant, Blue Mender.
Welcome, guests.
Gratitude to you for aiding Soroban in his negotiations.
We thank you for your hospitality, honored elder. Pray forgive me my brevity, but I wish to discuss an urgent matter.
So, you seek to compel our Red brothers to forego hostilities for a time.
That's right. We know your two clans have your differences, but what with you being brothers and all, we thought you might be able to share some secret knowledge or something?
From far above, you have journeyed here in search of our wisdom. You shall have it. All creation is a tapestry, through which the divine is interwoven. Kami are legion, and they can be found in the great and the small. Though they come and go as they please, they favor certain vessels. The ancient, the precious, the exquisite. We Kojin covet these vessels, these treasures. We go forth and bring them home to keep them safe and bask in their divinity. They bring prosperity and joy to us and our children. Yet, how are we to seek these treasures above if we made enemies of the Garlean Empire, powerful and far-reaching as they are? Wiser to join with them. So resolved the Red Kojin.
Cautiously and carefully, for the Garleans are blind to the divine, nor will they suffer their subjects to see. So the Red masquerade as mercenaries who seek money and power and never speak of their faith in the presence of their masters. To honor the divine, they deny it. A twisted and misguided path.
Aye, aye. Kami will not abide such foolishness. This they shall learn to their sorrow. While our Red brothers live by the sword, we Blue Kojin uphold the old ways, engaging in trade and valuing peace. Alas, men distinguish not between our clans, and judgment for the doings of the Red falls unjustly upon the Blue. Thus do men grow more and more reluctant to deal with us, denying us our treasures. This cannot continue.
On that point, we are in agreement. You are willing to aid our cause, then?
There is a way that the Red may be driven to retreat into their shells. But to share with you this knowledge is to reveal secrets of the divine. Assurances must first be had, trust forged, a bargain struck.
Well said, Elder. In great crises is great profit to be had.
Like Ferengi.
Delight not overmuch in such things, Soroban. Now, tell our guests what must be done.
As you wish.
Well, I've no idea what we've gotten ourselves into, but so far so good, right?
Okay. Excuse me. Alright, what all do we have to fetch? Listen well, my friends. We require your assistance with the search for a priceless treasure, the Yasakani no Magatama. The mirror. This jewel is this most sacred of Kojin relics was in the possession of Hingashi until they decided to present it to the Garleans in a gesture of conciliation. The Red would not abide this, and so they plotted to seize the vessel bearing it to their Imperial masters. Alas, though they succeeded, in the ensuing chaos, the Magatama was lost to the sea. We wish to recover the sacred jewel before our brothers. However, were we to come into conflict with them, it would be problematic. Therefore, we turn to you. So you want us to search the ocean floor for this treasure of yours. I'm not sure how we're supposed to do that without, Drowning? Fear not. There's a ritual I can perform to imbue your bodies with powerful blessings, but first you must prepare offerings for the sea. They require twisted ruby coral, several fist-sized sea snail shells, and a freshly harvested Unkyu carapace. That's quite the shopping list. I will see to the shells, and Lise can look for the coral. Would you go and find an Unkyu and relieve it of its carapace? Yeah, I'll go kill some stuff. Where we gotta go for that? Up here? Alright, that's good. Okay, where are we at? 63. How's our... We should eat some more food if we're gonna kill some stuff. Just some cheap food for the experience. 3% adds up. It's like the music, just like sometimes it's really loud and sometimes it's really low. Gonna have to adjust the audio settings, I believe. We shall see. Yep, figured that was a shortcut. Is that what these things are? Grab people. Grab people. Nope, we attracted more than one. Did it not give me credit for that? Doesn't look like it did. Guess I have to slay more than one. Alright. I don't know, probably 3. Okay, still did not give us one. Doesn't look like it anyways. So we'll just have to keep on a murdering. There's one. How many of these things am I gonna have to kill? Well, I'm certain it'll tell me once I've gotten it. Fate with bonus EXP. Up on the ridge. How long does that take? 6 minutes left. I don't know if I can do a current level Fate. Oh, is that an A rank? Certainly can't kill that right now. It's too small to be an S rank. Umo Yuri, turn around, I want to see what you look like. And I certainly can't take an A rank down right now. Gotta be careful, they'll attack me. How many of these things do I have to kill? Is it just an RNG drop? I mean, I figured it would be guaranteed after a certain number. That's not even right. That's not even one of them. How long is this one? 8 minutes. It's just like, oh, it's a boss fate. Okay, well, I'm not gonna bother with that right now. How many of these crabs am I gonna have to kill? I'm doing something wrong. Let's read it. Nope, just slay Vert's Carapace. I just need it to drop. It has not dropped. Oh, finally. Okay. Took longer than it should have. Well, if it had told me to kill 10 of them, then I wouldn't have minded. However many I had to kill, but I can go back and count, but I'm not concerned. Suzuri. Turtles. Well, have you the Yunku Carapace? How splendid they are. The kami shall be most pleased, I am sure. I got it. I got the ruby coral you wanted. And I the sea snail shells. They're about the size of my fist, though I realize now you may have meant yours. These shall more than suffice for our purpose. Next, we must make ready to present them to the sea and perform the ritual. Once it has been completed, you will be able to move freely through the depths and find the Yasakani no Magatama. Out of curiosity, how large is this sacred jewel of yours? Unless it's far too large to be carried by the three of us, how are we supposed to even find it? The Ruby Sea is not exactly small. Ha ha ha, surely you realize we have been searching this whole time. The area we wish for you to explore is but a small fraction of the Ruby Sea. Already we have scoured most of the seabed near and within our territory to no avail. All that remains is a region to the west. Shellless of Suino Sato can provide you with better guidance than we. You would do well to visit them first. Shellless? You mean the Kojin aren't the only ones living under the sea? Of course not. The Rhine have been here as long as I can remember. Shiosai, the Overseer, I believe, can tell you more when you arrive. But we are getting ahead of ourselves. We have yet to carry out the ritual.